Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Life's Calculations. Now let us start with today's topic. Before I start with the topic, let me give you two different kinds of series here, right? One I have written as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and so on, and the second one I have written is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 as is visible to you, right? Now let me ask one question from you, that what common pattern are these two sequences following? Right? Means I just simply want to ask, because you have seen the patterns, you have done so many sequences, right? So I want to ask you a simple question, that what kind of pattern, and I want to tell you one more thing, that the kind of pattern is the same being followed by both the sequences. So just tell me that what is that common pattern being followed by these two sequences, right? And I think you will be easily coming to know about that, because this is quite easy part here, right? Let us discuss that. When I check first sequence, it is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So let us check the difference. Let us check the gap between the next term, right? We call this 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 as the consecutive terms, successive terms, right? If I talk about 10, 20, these are the consecutive terms. Consecutive means one after the other. These are the consecutive terms. Let us check the gap between 20 to 10. The gap between 20 to 10 is, all of you know, is equal to 10. Gap between 30 to 20, the gap is 10. Between 40 to 30, the gap is 10, and between 50 to 40, the gap is 10, and so on. The thing will be followed only, right? Now, let us check the same thing in this part also. Difference between 4 to 2 is 2, difference between 6 to 4 is 2, right? Difference between 8 to 6 is 2, and difference between everywhere we find the difference is the same. Now what do we call this common difference? First of all, let us check that common pattern. Here the difference, everywhere the difference between the consecutive terms was 10, 10, 10. Here the difference between the consecutive terms was 2, 2, 2 only. Now let us forget the gap 10 and 2. Let us remember one thing only, that everywhere in these two series, the pattern is that the consecutive terms have got a common difference. Let us only remember this word. Here the gap, that common difference was 10, 10, 10, and in the next part the common difference was 2 to 2 only. Let us remember that part only, that in each member or in all the consecutive members of these two sequences, there was amongst the members, amongst the consecutive terms, the difference was common. So this is the most important term here, the common difference. Okay, that common difference was 10 here, and that common difference was 2 in the next series or next sequence, right? Now when I speak the word sequence, first of all let me tell you what is the meaning of this sequence. Sequence means that a number of terms written in a particular order. Okay, number of terms written in a particular order which follow some rule. Okay, and what is that rule here? That the simple rule here is that the terms are having the common difference. The terms are having common difference. So such a collection of numbers, collection of digits is called a sequence, where the numbers are written in a particular order, and the numbers, those numbers or the terms of that sequence follow a particular rule. Okay, so this is called sequence. Now I say this is a sequence of which kind? This is the sequence which follows a common difference between the consecutive terms. Okay, so students, any sequence, now I am coming to the point from where I will start my today's topic, right? Now I am coming to that point, that a sequence in which the consecutive members have got a common difference. A sequence in which the consecutive members have got a common difference is called arithmetic progression, right? So this is the new topic for today, and the name of the topic is arithmetic progression. So let us start with the topic, very interesting and very scoring and very easy for class 10 students. So name of today's topic is arithmetic progression. Let us begin with. From here we start with our that interesting topic, that is arithmetic progression, and we fondly call it AP in class 10th mathematics, right? Now I have taken the same example again for you just to elaborate the concept of AP, right? I told AP, arithmetic progression, is that type of sequence where the consecutive members follow a common difference, and that common difference here is that common difference here I have already shown you, it is 10 10 10 only. So I will call that difference as D. Remember always the notation for that common difference is D, and that D is 10 here. Remember always, in whole of the chapter we will be using what symbol for a common difference? That is always small d, common difference, right? Most important thing in the whole of the chapter of AP. Now next thing, first term, this will always be the first term, means in every sequence it will be different, but here it is 10. We will call this as, always use this symbol as small a for the first term. This is small a, that is equal to 10. By chance here, by coincidence only, the common difference and the first term are same. This may not be there in every question, but by chance only it is like that in this question. Now next thing, let us see one very important pattern being followed here, that how do I get the next thing. Once first term is known to us, how do I get the next thing? I get the next thing by adding 10. By adding the 10 to the previous term, I get the next thing. By adding 10 to the second term, I get the third term, 30. By adding 10 to 30, I will get 40. So this is the only meaning of having the common difference. Now, I want to tell you one thing, that if I write first as A, okay, first term as A, then the second term, how do I get the second term? First of all, I want to tell you that this is A, this is A1, sorry, A2, because it is the second term, right? And this is the third term, I will call it A3. This is the fourth term, this is A4, and fifth term A5, and so on. What is the meaning of this dash dash dash? That so on and on only means it is continuing and continuing. This sequence is not stopping, right? Then first term otherwise should have been A1, but as notation in whole of the chapter we will always use this small a without any thing more, right? Small a only. Now, when I got first term as A, how do I get the second term A2, right? So A2 is actually, if I write the things here again, first term is A, second term A2, how do I obtain? If I add common difference D to 10, I will get the second term, means I will get this as A plus D. A plus D means A was 10, D was 10, I will get, by adding these two, I will get 20. Now, how do I get the third term? Third term, we will check, if I add 10 to this 20, I will get the third term. In other ways, do you think A plus 2D will be the sufficient thing to get A3? Yes, because A would be 10 plus 2 into D. D was 10, so 10 plus 20 would give me 30, and this is nothing but our third term only, right? So this is the formula for A2, A plus D, this is the formula for A3, A plus 2D, right? And so on. So now, it means that if this is the rule to be followed in order to write all the type of terms here, then can I write like this? This is the first term A, this is the second term A plus D. I just told you how do we get the second term, by adding the common difference to the previous term, right? Then how to get the third term? Third term is A3 only, right? A3 is obtained by adding 2D to the first term, okay? And A4 is we got by adding 3D to the first term. This is the common pattern. This is the pattern of the terms of this sequence, right? Now, just see the very interesting part here, students, and I want to tell you that this will be the first term, this will be written as it is only without A1 or anything, okay? And when I write A and A2, A3, A4, there is one more notation which you can use for this is terms. For these terms, I can also write T, T2, T3, T4 and so on. This is your option. You can use the symbols A1, A, A2, A3, A4 also, and you can use the symbol T, T2, T3, T4 and so on. Now, I want to tell you very interesting part here. Just check for the second term, what is the coefficient of D? Coefficient of D is 1 only. For second term, the second number of term is the term at the second place. How do we write that? We put the coefficient of D is 1. For third term, what is the coefficient of D? Coefficient of D is 2. For fourth term, the coefficient of D is 3 and so on. Means whatever is the whatever is the sequence, in the sequence whatever is the number of that term, the coefficient of d will be 1 less. Did you find that? For the third term the coefficient is 2, for the fourth term the coefficient is 3. Now let us follow this pattern in order to write the general term. General term is nth term. It is first term, second term, third term, fourth term. We can find 50th term, we can find 100th term, we can find 1000th term. In the same line only, let's try to find the nth term of this sequence. For that nth term, I will write nth term as an. An means in the down, in the foot, I will write a small n. Nth term. Nth term will be, let us follow the pattern only in order to write the formula, right? A plus, everywhere A plus only, A plus only. Then, if it is 2, the coefficient of d would be 1. If it is 3, the coefficient of d would be 2. It simply means that if it is n, the coefficient of d will be 1 less than n, that is n minus 1, and d will be followed as it is. So students, this is the most important formula. We have reached that formula, we have derived that formula, which is the first and the most important formula of arithmetic progression, that is AP, right? And that formula is the formula of the general term of AP. This is called the general term. You can call it the last term, you can call it 50th term, 1000th term, any number of terms. Okay? Now, let us see this formula again. An means nth term, and an means nth term is equal to A plus, bracket starts, n minus 1 into d. This is our most important formula of general term. Let us revise. The formula is, nth term formula is, nth term in an AP is, how do we obtain that? A plus n minus 1 into d. See the important things here. N, number of terms, A, first term, and d is the common difference. So students, these are the important things which we will need every time in every question. That is the first term, then the common difference, and the number of terms in that AP. With these three small things, each and every question can be solved in the chapter of AP, right? Now students, in order to elaborate this concept, I have taken up one example for you, and actually I have taken up exercise 10A of your concise mathematics of ICSE just to elaborate this thing, right? Now question says, if the AP given is 12, 10, 8, 6 and so on. See the way AP is written, 12, 10, 8, 6 and AP means arithmetic progression. Then find the 24th term of this sequence. Find the 24th term of this sequence, right? The simple question, simplest of the simple question of from the chapter of AP, right? Now, let us see. The AP is given such a way, always remember that always write the first term, the common difference first of all, then only you proceed with any question in AP, right? So my first thing is, the first term here is 12. So I will write A is equal to 12. Now let us see very importantly how to check the common difference. See, I will write the common difference here as, remember students, this is our first term A, this is our A2, and this is our A3, and this is our A4. How to check the common difference? Second minus first, right? The third minus second, right? This is the way of checking the A2 minus A. Then what? A3 minus A2. Then A4 minus A3, right? So here it will be 10 minus 12. It will be minus 2. Okay. Then A3 minus A2 will be 8 minus 10. This will be minus 2 again. Then A4 minus A3 will be 6 minus 8, that is minus 2, and we will say that the difference is common. They are following the difference which is common. So that is why it will be called an AP, and we will call this as the common difference, or this will be known as D is equal to minus 2. So we have got A, we have got D, right? Now, once these things are there with us, we can find the number at 24th place or 100th place or any number, 999th place, any number of the sequence you can find, right? Now let us write that formula. Let us begin our answer. We know that A is equal to 12, D is equal to minus 2. Now, I have written the same things again. We have seen just now that A is equal to 12 and D is equal to minus 2. These two things are sufficient to find the 24th term. And for A 24th term, I will use the symbol A24. A24. Right. Now, I told you that formula always is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. Right. So, it means the 24th term formula will be A plus. If it is 24, students, very important thing, please see carefully. If it is 24th term, then the coefficient of D would be 1 less, as I already told. If it is nth term, the coefficient would be n minus 1. If it is 100th term, coefficient would be 99. This is the most important thing in this whole of the chapter. 24th term means the coefficient here will be 23 and D only. This is the formula of 24th term. So, see how easy the things are. You would simply love to solve this chapter, the questions of this chapter, by the simple thing that if the whatever is the number of terms, again repeating, please see carefully, whatever is the number at this place, whatever is the term at this place, we have to write one coefficient, one less than that this number. Okay, now simply put the values. A means 12 plus 23 into D means minus 2, it means multiply only, is equal to 12 plus minus 23 twos are will be 46 here. Okay, and the answer will be, because the bigger term, again please make sure you take care of this minus sign. Every time I remind you, please make this minus sign very important thing in your life while doing mathematics, because this is going to give you marks, this is going to deduct your marks. Minus sign, right? Minus, because bigger term is of minus sign, so our answer will be minus, and 12 minus 46, it will be 34. So our 24th term in this sequence, in that sequence which is given in the question, in that AP, in that arithmetic progression, the 24th term will be minus 34. Okay, so these are the simple questions which we will solve in our chapter of arithmetic progression. Students, hope you like this topic, hope you understand the topic, and please do solve more and more sums, okay, because this is very interesting topic. And if you understand what I have tried to tell you, please don't forget to share my channel, share this video with others, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And please don't forget to press the bell icon also, so that whenever I put a new video direct, you should get the notification. Thank you very much for watching.